So how will your community project be graded? At the end of the project, you will earn a rating in each of the 4 objectives: investigating, planning, taking action, and reflecting. Remember that these objectives are iterative. That means you write repeat steps frequently, go back and forth. They're not necessarily completed in order. How will your supervisor know what rating you should earn? Well, the answer to that is simple. You provide the evidence. Your assessment will be based on your process journal extracts and your oral presentation. You'll be scheduling that with your supervisor. For each objective, you'll need to prove what level you achieve. That proof comes from your process journal and what you talk about in your presentation. Process journal extracts are pages in your process journal that you use as proof to show your achievement level. For example, you can use your ABCDs of website evaluation pages as one extract to show that you've demonstrated research skills. Each of the 4 objectives have 3 descriptors. We call those strands. The strands explain the objective. In this case, the objective is investigating. How well you chose your goal, identified your prior learning, and researched will be assessed here. For each strand, you're going to choose a level. IB rubrics have achievement levels on the left: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Each level is described on the right. Based on your performance, you will earn a level for each objective. You can think of a 1-2 as though you're beginning. You're new to this skill. You can observe others doing it well, but you're not quite able to perform it at a high level. Your performance may be limited. It might be lacking in depth or originality. You can think of a 3-4 as developing. You need lots of help and guidance to perform this skill well. Your performance may be adequate. It's not bad. It's of a quality that's acceptable, but not really much better than that. You can think of a 5-6 as using this skill. You can use the skill confidently and effectively. You are mostly independent. Your work may be substantial. It's good quality. It's solid. It's a little bit more than acceptable, and mostly everything is needed, but not quite. You can think of a 7-8 as sharing. Your skills are excellent, and you can show others how to use that skill. Your work is excellent. It's extremely good, outstanding, above and beyond what we might expect from a typical 8th grader. Let's take a closer look at investigating. There are 3 strands. Number 1, define a goal to address a need within a community based on personal interests. Number 2, identify prior learning and subject-specific knowledge relevant to the project. And number 3, demonstrate research skills. Notice that there are 5 different sections of the rubric. 0's on its own, but then there's a section for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8 achievement levels. Notice in each section that you see 3 Roman numerals, 1, 2, and 3. They are color-coded here to show you that they match up with each other, meaning that there aren't 12 things that you have to do, as it might look when you first look at the rubric, but only 3 tasks. And you can achieve level 7, 8 on those 3, a 5, 6, a 3, 4, a 1, 2, and a 0 on any of them for which you do not provide any evidence. Go ahead and pause the video right here to take a look at the reflection questions. For the planning section of the rubric, you'll be rated on how well you developed a proposal for action to serve the need in the community, how well you planned and recorded the development process of your project, and how well you demonstrated self-management skills. Go ahead and pause the video right here to take a minute to take a look at the reflection questions. For our 3rd objective, taking action, you will be rated on how well you demonstrated services action as a result of the project, how well you demonstrated thinking skills, and how well you demonstrated communication and social skills. Take a minute to reflect again on the meaning of the words in the rubric. Our final objective is reflecting. Here you will be assessed on how well you evaluated the quality of service as action against your proposal. How well you reflected on how completing the project has extended your knowledge and understanding of service learning, and how well you reflected on your development of ATL skills. You can find a complete assessment rubric in your project student guide. Your supervisor will also share with you a personal copy of this rubric where you will self-assess and reflect on your performance.